Warning. Warp core collapsed in 10 seconds.
How's it going, everybody? It is your favorite underrated YouTuber, Big Dog, here. Just wanted to give you a quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you're liking the content. Also, if you could do me a solid, check out my other links in the description box below. That would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty, let's get on with the show. What's going on, everybody? It is your man Big Dog here. Welcome to another episode of the Dog House, the most underrated web series on YouTube right now. Go tell your friends about me. Anyway, before we start, I want to address a sort of elephant in the room per se. Sorry about that. That was my phone. I know that I missed out on the Call of Duty movie being announced. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I didn't actually miss out on that, but let me explain. So basically, the reason I haven't talked about the COD movie is mainly because I have a video about it coming out tomorrow. By the time I'm recording this video, it should already be done, and I should be uploading it tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. It's a skit style video that I did for it, so if you're not into that, that's okay. But if you are into it, that's great too. Anyway, let's move on to the first topic of the night. Now, for those of you who don't know, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag has recently announced, not recently announced, but they announced that they were doing a remake to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Now, for those of you who don't know, and you probably don't know because I don't really mention it as much, but I have played Assassin's Creed 4 and absolutely loved it. Is it the perfect Assassin's Creed game? Nope. Not in my opinion, but it's still a solid game nonetheless. Anyway, recently, a trailer came out, not just a trailer, pretty much a half-hour showcase for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. We're not going to watch the full half-hour showcase, but what we are going to do is we are going to watch the game overview trailer that was released, I believe, yesterday. Yep, it was yesterday. So anyway, let's watch this trailer together. By the way, I might have to change some certain things for copyright reasons because I don't trust big companies when it comes to copyright. So if the video does look different, I do apologize in advance because I had to do it. Nope. Sorry.
Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. This is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
I will say, it looks like they did a complete overhaul of the graphic engine, which... Shout out to Ubisoft for doing that. That's big deal, big deal.
13 years after the original, this remake brings the classic game back to life. Rebuilt from the ground up with the latest Anvil engine to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure. All right, let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say.
Damn, look at the detail on his face. This looks really good.
So full of adventure.
You play as Captain Edward Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to make a name for himself in the pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Seen your face before. Yous makes with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at stake.
I completely forgot this guy's name.
Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates
Blackbeard.
such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard.
I believe his real name is Ed Thatch. So,
With them, he helps
Don't quote
establish
me on
a
that, though.
short-lived, lawless
and there's James Kidd.
republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise. From dangerous waters to dense jungles, untamed lands, and bustling historical cities.
Nice.
From the grandeur of Havana, the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau, the beating heart of the Pirate Republic. Each city offers a distinct atmosphere shaped by opportunities and conflict.
Can I just say that I think it's incredible that they were able to get that voice actor for Edward Kenway to come back. So, I gotta say, like, even I can admit that that's a pretty big W for Ubisoft. Now, let's just hope the game is as good as we remember it to be.
The Caribbean world reaches a new level of immersion and realism, powered by high-resolution textures, enhanced lighting, strikingly detailed environments, and a new dynamic weather system. Even underwater exploration is more expansive, more beautiful, and more
Nice.
than ever before. With seamless access to cities and locations, the world feels truly alive. Creating the perfect backdrop for a life on the edge, where freedom is earned and danger is never far away.
Nice.
Time to draw swords, lads. The combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience. While wielding dual swords,
Nice.
pistols, and hidden blades, every move now plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks and combos. Land a perfect parry to open up your target for an instant kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns. Use
Damn. I gotta say, the combat does look good. The combat does look good.
walls, ledges, and breakables to your advantage. Keep track of your opponents and use all your tools to level the playing field.
Well, they gave you the rope dart from AC3.
But fight recklessly, and you will be punished.
Jesus.
Whether you're on the hunt or on the run, mastering your environment is key. As you navigate through cities and jungles,
Looks like they revamped the parkour too,
you'll
which is really good.
experience smooth and improved iconic parkour moves. From free jumps to back ejects and side ejects. These options offer a range of reactive movements, giving you tighter control, resulting in greater speed and deadlier assassinations.
Nice.
Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resync and its rich stealth system, you can now crouch freely as part of your toolkit to approach targets.
That'll make stealth gameplay a lot easier. Not too easy, but easy enough.
Tailing and eavesdropping missions have also been revamped.
Thank God. This was a big issue I had with the original game. The tailing missions and the amount of tailing missions they had.
In
I
the
hope they-
original game,
I really hope they kind of reduce the amount of tailing missions, but
getting
I doubt
discovered
it.
meant instant desynchronization. Yes, this was a pretty big pain point.
Yes, it was.
Now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
Well, that'll make gameplay slightly easier, I hope.
All these new interactions offer multiple ways to succeed and progress in your missions.
Nice.
Of course, this wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship. Jackdaw. You named your
brig after a bombing burn.
The Jackdaw. What a beauty. Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
Nice.
With new alternate fire upgrades for every weapon, you now have more power and flexibility to overcome opponents' ships in any situation. You will engage in epic battles, boarding parties,
This looks amazing.
and fort raids. All of these are back and as challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever. To reinforce your crew, 3 brand new officers make their entrance.
Ooh.
Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith. Each officer has a unique narrative quest line that reveals their backstory. Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew and benefit from their special gameplay abilities. Deadman
Nice.
Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Explore the Caribbean alongside your crewmates and trusty pet.
Aw.
That's right. You can now find a cat or monkey for the Jackdaw.
Look at his little
Engage. You can now find a cat or monkey for
look at his little vest. That's adorable.
the Jackdaw.
Aw.
Engage and plunder other vessels. Steer through violent storms
Oh.
and rogue waves. Or just soak up the sun, regaled by shanties new and old.
Oh, the shanties are back. Yay.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced offers a deeper, more immersive adventure that remains faithful to what players love, while enriching the experience with enhanced gameplay features and fresh quests and storylines, including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Blackbeard and Steed. Defy
Nice.
empires and relive the era's explosive events amidst the ancient war between assassins and Templars in the ultimate pirate fantasy. Gold, infamy, and adventure await. It's time to raise the black flag again.
I gotta say, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm sold, but I am intrigued. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. And hopefully, if this game does well, or if this remake does really well, we might hopefully get an Assassin's Creed 1 remake. Hey, Ubisoft, when are we getting that? Just saying. By the way, if you guys want to see a video of me talking about that, I will link it in the comment below, or in a pinned comment below. But anyway, let's move on to the next and possibly the final topic of today, which is the singer, or not, actually, yes, the singer David. Now, for those of you who don't know, a lot of people were speculating that he had something to do with the death of a young lady by the name of, I believe, Celeste Riveras, I believe. But anyway, basically there has been an update to this situation. I have this video by Moist Critical to explain. Let's hear him out.
It's finally happening. David has been arrested and is being held without bail. It's
Yep, you heard that right. Oh, I was right, Celeste Riveras.
been 7 months since a child's body was found decomposing in the trunk of his towed vehicle, and now authorities have arrested him as the main suspect in her murder. Her name was Celeste Rivas Hernandez.
Okay, I was close. But I gotta say, I'm wondering why it took so long for him to be arrested, but that's neither here nor there.
She went missing in 2024 and her body was found in 2025. She was 14 at the time of her death, according to authorities, and according to everyone's eyeballs, was in a relationship with David.
Is this nigga serious?
There is a plethora of evidence about these two being in a relationship together, which is something even the most avid and ferocious of David defenders, when they pick up their shield, just kind of brush over. The fact that an adult was in a romantic relationship with a 13-year-old.
Yep.
I 100% agree. Like, why? Why? I never understand why people think it's okay to have relationships with literal children. Like, come on, guys.
I've seen the muse excuses of, oh, he was homeschooled, you know, so he couldn't have known that that was bad.
What are you, fucking stupid?
What the fuck?
No.
Nope.
His parents should have taught him that is bad.
It's just actual craziness.
Exactly.
And I started talking about this when the story was breaking, and I got a lot of pushback. There were a lot of people, you know, going ballistic about how wrong this whole thing was, and that I'm a fucking gullible idiot for thinking David was the one that did this. Just this large vocal group of...
What? Wait, why would people say that? Because, okay, if he's innocent, why was her body in his car?
Of deluded
First of all,
fans that were trying to, like, brainwash people into thinking that it was all a lie, so they were cooking up these elaborate, unhinged theories on what actually happened and how David is innocent and is even a victim in all of this. Oh, you know, fucking 5G towers were blasting waves that signaled the cartel to come perform a hit on this child and then put her body in the trunk of David's vehicle to frame him for her murder. Like, it was bouncing all over the place. I can't even remember everything
that's crazy
that they were spewing, but it was all just complete gobbledygook, just complete babble nonsense that anyone who even bothered to look at any of the evidence could easily point to and say, no, you're wrong, just look at this. But they would refuse to look at the reality of it. The evidence, even at the time, was pretty damning. He was even leaving fucking breadcrumbs in his music about this. And he wasn't exactly shy about broadcasting his relationship with this child. So even if he was innocent of the murder, he was very clearly dating a minor.
Exactly.
Like, it was just crazy to see so many people were defending him, and I imagine are still actively defending him, even in the face of this arrest, because he hasn't been formally charged for anything at the moment, and I imagine that's what they're latching onto like a baby to its mother's bosom. And
oh, God.
at the time, one of the big things that they were using as a defense for David was the fact that he wasn't arrested yet. Well, if he's guilty, why didn't the police break through his fucking windows the second that the body was found, huh? He must...
Well, I'm assuming that's not how investigations work.
Correct!
My assumption is they had to build a case against him before they actually just formally arrest him, but that's just me.
Must be innocent, then the authorities know more than we do. He's clearly innocent and we gotta find the real perpetrator. Completely oblivious to the fact that that's not how the world works. Not everything is a goddamn action movie.
I had a feeling he was gonna go there.
They had to also build a case as well.
Hey,
yes, this did
I was
take
right.
a lot longer than I and most people would have expected, given how abundant the evidence is against David. But I imagine that this is pretty standard procedure for them to gather tons of evidence to build an ironclad case, and now they are confident enough that they've moved to the next phase, which is arresting him.
Yep. Is that him? Oh, is that him? Yep, I think that's him.
Now, additional details around this arrest confirm that the arrest is not related to the grand jury that they were going through over the last handful of months where they were seeking an indictment there. This is totally separate based upon evidence that they have been gathering over these months here. This must be a long process, I suppose, but it doesn't seem like they were just sitting AFK waiting for the case to solve itself or David to turn himself in or anything like that. It's just a process that I guess took this long.
All right, and so a lot of people wondering, you know, so many things seem to point to him. Why did it take them this long to make the arrest? We know they're pretty methodical about how they do things, but...
Yeah, it's a good question. One of the things that they were waiting on, Mark, was the cause of death. And there was difficulty reaching that cause of death, not to get too graphic, but her body was in multiple parts. And we know from court documents, 2 different body bags in the front trunk of that Tesla when her body was found. So,
oh my God, she was in 2 separate body bags. Oh man, that's horrible.
It was difficult for the medical examiner to determine the cause of death. So they had to prove or be able to show to the DA that she was murdered, that it wasn't something else where, you know, let's say that she overdosed. And then somebody freaked out and put her body in that trunk. They have to be able to prove that it was murder. They now believe that they can do that.
This part got a big old and a scratch on my chinny chin chin for me, because what do you mean this could have been like, you know, an accident, like she overdosed and somebody freaked out? So then they chopped up her body and stored it in the trunk of a car. Who freaks out like that? Like, oh no, this accident just happened. Quick, give me my fucking bone saw. I've got to start chopping up this body, mutilating it, and then hiding it in the trunk of this vehicle. This accident that just unfolded. I don't know what
All right, it's not funny, but Charlie is kind of making it funny to an extent, because it is a pretty graphic thing to have to talk about. Like, we're talking about a 14-year-old girl who was literally chopped up, which
else to do. Biting at my nails. All right, now give me the hydrofluoric acid so I can dissolve all the body and hide the evidence. Like, is that something plausible? Because to me, it's not. If that is what happened, they're psychopaths, and that is also a crime too, by the way, to do that.
Yep.
So, like, I understand how important it is to find the cause of death. That makes a lot of sense to me. But what else could it be besides murder? This is a gruesome, disgusting, grisly crime here. I don't see any dimension out there where this is action that a sane, innocent person would take, where an individual accidentally passes away, and then the innocent person who had nothing to do with the death all of a sudden starts chopping up the body, putting it in multiple body bags, and putting it in the trunk of their vehicle, and just letting it rot, decompose, and fester there. Like, what sense does that make at all? Even if David wasn't the one that chopped her body up, someone else did it, and apparently there's this possibility that they had nothing to do with her actual death. They just mutilated the corpse, which
is still a bad thing to do.
Again, is a crime too.
Yep.
But I don't think that's the case. I don't think she accidentally died of something like an overdose, and then they all of a sudden just started, you know, panicking like, oh, jump scare, she's dead. Okay, this is what we've got to do, boys. Everyone, let's go to Lowe's and get some equipment to start chopping up the body, because that's what normal people would do in this situation. We're scared. I was homeschooled, by the way, so I don't know any better. I'm scared. Let's start chopping up this body now and hiding it. We had nothing to do with her death, by the way. It gets so fucked up. Like, again, I understand how important it is to find the actual cause of death and how tricky it is in a case like this because of how long the body had been in the trunk decaying, as well as being in multiple pieces in multiple bags. Like, I get why that would be tough to discern what actually killed her, but I don't know how you could even reach any other conclusion other than murder. I truly don't. I don't even know why that would be on the table. That one kind of boggles my little noodle here.
But during the grand jury proceedings, which are secret as they're ongoing, that there were a number of other people who came forward those who are close to David, friends of David, family members of his were subpoenaed to go in front of the grand jury. So if there are other arrests that could be coming, we don't know. But as of right now, he is the only one that we know of under arrest.
Now, apparently there were some of David's friends that allegedly started squealing, like snitching about it to a certain degree. There's also someone a lot of people have had their eyes on in David's entourage. His name is Neo. That's what everyone calls him. And it's someone that Law and Crime mentioned during their coverage of this as well. But as of right now, it's just David under arrest, but I guess there could be more if some of his friends knew and tried to help him cover it up, or just didn't report it and tried to stay, tight-lipped about it. So I guess we'll see how it all unfolds. Right now, it's just him. Overall, just an extremely sad and sick case. Hopefully there will be justice for Celeste Rivas here. And even if somehow David isn't the one who actually murdered her, it is irrefutable that he was in a relationship with a child. So he should also be going to jail for that. And I find it hard to believe that if he is innocent of the murder, he didn't know that the child he was dating was dead and her corpse was chopped up and put in the back of his vehicle's trunk.
Yep.
I am certain he would have had that knowledge. So again, even if he didn't actually kill her, he is not innocent. He is not some, victim in all of this. He is an evil monster, and I do believe he is the one that killed her. I think all the evidence points to him being the person that most likely did it. But I guess we'll see now that he's been arrested. I'm assuming this will now start to...
Alright, I think you guys get the point. But anyway, to put my closing remarks on this, honestly, I somewhat agree with Charlie here. Yes, honestly, it's hard for me to believe that he wasn't the one that did it. But there is always a small possibility he didn't. But if he didn't do it, again, I 100% agree with Charlie here. He should, at the very least, go to prison for that. For the fact that he's dating a 14-year-old. Dude, come on. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I greatly look forward to what you guys have to say. This has been your man, Big Dog. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.